Satin team, my name's John Denton, if you didn't already know. Now, what a way to start a Wednesday. Just got my coffee in the morning, checked Twitter, and J. Cole's dropped a new song. Snow on the Bluff. Alright, I'm hearing apparently something to do with Noname on there as well. Trending the same time on Twitter. A couple of you guys on social media follow me on Twitter and Instagram, by the way, starting up at the bottom of the screen. They're saying it's something to do with her. So I'm going to have the lyrics open, I'm going to listen, obviously. I'm going to react, obviously. Going to give my thoughts at the end, obviously. Please subscribe if you're new around here. There's a Patreon link down there if you want to support the channel. I think that's about it. Let's go.
Niggas be thinking I'm deep, intelligent, fooled by my college degree. My IQ is average, there's a young lady out there, she way smarter than me. I scroll through her timeline in these wild times and I started to read. She mad at these crackers, she mad at these capitalists, mad at these murder police. She mad at my niggas, she mad at our ignorance, she wear her heart on the sleeve. She mad at the celebrities, low key I be thinking she talking about me. Now I ain't no dummy to think I'm above criticism, so when I see something that's valid I listen, but shit, it's something about the queen's tone that's bothering me. She strike me as somebody blessed enough to grow up in conscious environment with parents that know about the struggle for liberation, and in turn they provide her with a perspective and awareness of the system and a fairness that afflicts them and a clear.
Okay, well, yeah, this is very, very, very good so far. And I'm just listening to exactly what he's saying. I think it's clear that he is talking about Noname, but I get the impression maybe he's going to try and put her thoughts into a context of a wider context of the sort of Black American experience over the last, hundreds of years in America. That's the impression that I get. We'll just keep going. I like the sliding acoustic guitar and the beat though.
Understanding of what we gotta do to get free, and the frustration that fills the words seems to come from the fact that most people don't see. Just cause you woke and I'm not, that shit ain't no reason to talk like you better than me. How you gonna leave when you attacking the very same niggas that really do need the shit that you saying? Instead of conveying you holier, come help us get her to speed. Shit, it's a reason it took like 200 years for our ancestors just to get free. These shackles be locking the mental way more than the physical. I look at freedom like trees, can't grow for us like overnight. Hit the ghetto and slowly start planting your seeds. Fuck is the point of you preaching your message to those that already believe what you believe? Almost a fucking retweet, most people is sheep. You got all the answers, but how you gonna reach? If I can make one more suggestion respectfully, I would say it's more effective to treat people like children, understanding the time and love and patience that's needed to grow. This changes in
fucking hell. I really love this. I love the message, and it's exactly the way that I think about so much. Whether it's yelling into an echo chamber on social media at people who already think the same way as you and they're retweeting and liking your thing, and it doesn't really solve anything, doesn't really get anywhere. There's going to be people that massively disagree with you in life, but if you come at them aggressively, you're just going to put them in a defensive stance, and they'll shell up and they'll put walls up, and you'll never get through to them. You can never really and you could have done this here with her. This is more like it's not a diss track at all, but it's more like a respectful, he even says a respectful disagreement in some of her methods, and a way of trying to reach out publicly. It's strange because it's through music rather than just like DMs, but at the same time, through this, he's trying to get his message out to the world. He's trying to teach other people as well. I really, really like what he's saying here. I look at freedom like trees, can't grow a forest, like overnight hit the ghetto and slowly start planting your seeds. Brilliant. Fuck is the point of you preaching your message to those that already believe what you believe?
Time and love and patience that's needed to grow. This change is inevitable, but ain't none of us seen this before. Therefore, we just gotta learn everything as we go. I struggle with thoughts on the daily, feel like a slave to somehow to save. And no coins to buy his way about a slavery. Think it just maybe in my pursuit to make life so much better for me and my babies. I done betrayed the very same people that look at me like I'm some kind of a hero because of the zeros that's next to the commas. But look here, I promise I'm not who you think. Ran into this nigga outside of the store yesterday. He said something that had me like, wait. He was like, Cole, appreciate what you been doing, my nigga, that's real. But damn, why I feel faker than snow on the bluff? Well, maybe cause deep down I know I ain't doing enough. J.
Cole just lives in this dichotomy in his mind the whole time, and it's sort of pervasive through all of his music, where he's constantly in this like tension between thinking two different things. He's constantly trying to, especially more recently in his more recent music, I'd say, trying to live a more righteous path by his own moral code, but understanding that he's also imperfect, and also understanding that he is not necessarily the person that he used to be through money, through fame, through success, all this sort of thing. Saying it here, I feel like Slavery somehow done saved enough coins to buy his way out of slavery, but then I don't betray the very same people who look at me like I'm some kind of hero because of the zeros that's next to the commas. Now, I didn't know what Snow on the Bluff meant, so I'm going to click on that on the Genius. A January 2011 movie about Curtis Snow, an Atlanta robber and crack dealer. I literally hadn't seen or heard of that film, to be honest. So it's done in one of those like realistic style, seemed like documentary footage, but ended up being fictional after deeper investigation. Missed all that, but 2011 is the year that my first show was born, and that year is just a blur to me. So I don't remember anything from 2011.
Trying to let the time heal my mind. I was once a child, I've gotten older, still I know I'm just a boy in God's eyes. Fill me up with wisdom and some courage, plus endurance to survive my thrive.
Enjoyed that a lot, to be honest, and I'll always really appreciate the fact that J. Cole is such a thoughtful human being and always trying to see both sides of a story, whether he's fighting with both those sides in his own mind. And like, I certainly can relate to that. I always try and look at every single angle, and it can be exhausting to be like that, to be honest. But I do think ultimately, you know, that's the path that I choose to walk anyway. I'm not saying that I'm far from always right, but you know, you always try and I'm not somebody who just like slams my opinion down and just fights. And I like the idea of when you're trying to get points across, or you're trying to argue or discuss, coming at it from the point of view where you can try and understand where another side is coming from, where that may have been born from, what's causing another person to perhaps think the way that they think, or see the world the way they see the world, trying to get empathetic with that, understand that, and then maybe you can use your own knowledge and your own ideas to alter that slightly, or you know, to come to some sort of compromise or understanding. That's definitely the way that I like to see the world as well. Yeah, really good. I don't think there was even any percussion in that track, but the guitar was nice. I don't think it's a diss on Noname, but I do think it is a little bit of a big brothering, I would say, from J. Cole to Noname. He probably sees greatness in her, and he probably also sees that she maybe has done herself some damage in her career for saying the things that she said recently, well, a few months ago now on social media, and it's not really benefited anybody. Oh, like literally nobody. Even though a lot of, you know, not to undermine anything that she said or undermine her feelings, is just like, let's go for a different approach. Let's educate. Let's come at it from a different angle to say the same things without like damaging yourself. So I'm guessing that's more than a diss. I mean, if J. Cole's ever going to diss anybody, like the last time I heard him diss anybody was 1985, where he tried to give Lil Pump a life lesson and then invited him to his house for an hour-long interview. It's not your standard diss track, is it? Right, guys, let me know your thoughts on the track down below in the comments. Please do come follow me on social media. Please do subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Enjoyed that a lot. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Jonette. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.
bluff.